welcome to Y'all Gaming, only show on the internet that asks are Y'all Gaming. Now, I don't know why there are two E's in prediction. I was just looking that up. I probably, that's something I got to take up with management, I guess. But welcome to the show. How's it going? I'm Coney, and I'm here with TK. Howdy, how's it going?
I think it's weird that you just now looked at that and found out there was two E's in prediction, or have you just been thinking about that for a while?
I've thought it for a while, but this is the first time it's come to like top of mind. This is,
That's
you
fair.
know, we haven't said anything in a long time, and finally, damn it, I'm gonna be the one to stand up.
All right, well, I'm doing great. Just got back from France. It was cool. I'm not jet lagged, surprisingly. I don't know how I've done it. I think my sleep schedule is already just so bad that
You looped over.
it's easy for me to adjust to another sleep schedule. Cause yeah, I mean, we got there like 12. I took like a 1.5 hour nap, and then I was good, and then I actually went to sleep regularly, and yeah, it was a good time. Now I'm back home, and I went to sleep at like 1 here, so that was, yeah, I don't know, it worked out. It worked out for everybody involved, but it was a great time, and yeah, well, I guess we'll end up talking about it pretty soon.
What's the time zone difference over there? Is it 6 hours or
9.
damn?
Yeah, I think it's
that
9.
high?
Well, from where I'm at. Wait, wait.
Oh, you're in Texas.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I might
still.
be lying. Hold on. Texas to France time difference.
It says for me it's 11:09,
4:09.
so it's 6 hours. Yeah, so it's 7 for you.
Okay. Yeah, 7. It was an 8-hour flight. That's what it was.
Still too many.
Yeah. Texas has multiple time zones. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah,
Big ass
it's
state.
still a lot. It was enough. And yeah, I mean, but like the thing is though, like it's just it was interesting because one of my friends called me at like 1 this time or their time, and it was 9, and they were like, "Why are you up?" And I was like, "Well, I have to go into work." And she was like, "Well, where are you at?" Like, I'm in France, bro. Like so yeah, it's I guess I don't know. It's a pretty cool thing to think about, but yeah, it's not as bad as like, well, how far? What is Australia's time difference? Is it like
12.
Is it 12? Yeah.
Well,
See,
it
that's not as
depends on
bad.
where you're at. If you're in Perth, I think it's straight up flipped, so it's 12 hours. I think Sydney, because they're basically the same distance as us. They just have
Mhm.
East and West Coast. They have nothing in the middle.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. But that flight was disastrous. It was a whole day. But happy that you're back from France. That was actually the first topic we were talking about, was the kind of culture between, you know, the Smash scenes in NA and Europe. And I mean, you had a lot of thoughts on that, so I wanted to know if that was something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, man. NA sucks, and this is why. Like, I said this, you know, and I was talking a little bit about Twitter, but I just mean in general, dude. It ain't like we will never have people. I think people think they're too cool to be excited about esports right now,
Mhm.
and I don't know why that's a thing, because most of you guys grew up as nerds. Like, you have been nerds. You know what I mean? Like, I was a nerd when I was growing up. You know, obviously, like, it just, you know, I didn't really become cool in high school until like senior year, and that was only because I started singing and like dancing and so like that was like popular then.
Mhm.
But before then, yeah, I mean, like I've been playing games like my entire life. There's like nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I feel like people just don't want to be too much of a nerd, I guess, and so it's like not cool to like things. And I think that's a very stupid mentality to have. Because a lot of you guys who are also complaining about like, oh, smash this, smash that, probably have a smash tattoo. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you talk all this shit, but when you have a smash ball on your chest, like, that's just weird to me. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in France, people are just excited to be like around that culture. They're excited to see like gaming. And I saw 2 different games there. It wasn't just like I went to Ultimate. I just said me, Vicky, and EE went to an Overwatch thing. There was like this influencer French Overwatch tournament that was going on at this venue.
Sure.
And we went to go watch that, and those people in there were having a good time too. And I was like, this is great. Like, it's just nice to be around people who are like genuinely enjoying the game, you know, not sitting here complaining about, oh, this person's carried, this character's broken, this needs to be banned, all that other. It was just a bunch of people enjoying gaming. And
Yeah.
I wish that we had that in America, but instead we have a bunch of egos when it comes into ranked, and people like, you know, when you play ranked games, team games and stuff like that. And then a bunch of complaining, and instead of like trying to learn why you may have lost or stuff like that. So
Sure. the Steve Kazuya debate. Right now, it's
Yeah.
it was Steve for a while, but now I think Kazuya is under the gun way more so. But I mean, the French are passionate people. That's something that they're known for, right? I don't know if it's a coolness thing. I just think there's this. How do I put this? And I think this is more of a thing in Melee than it is in Ultimate. Nobody wants to be surprised anymore. Like, it feels like everybody wants to have this. They want to have the situation handled. They want to be like, yeah, okay, there's reverse up air from Falcon. He's going to go off, and he's not going to make it back here. Sheik, down throw, forward air. Okay, he's dead, obviously. There's the confirm.
Right.
It feels way more, I don't know, it's kind of rote, and I've seen a lot of Melee top 8s that kind of feel that way to me. I think in Ultimate, it's starting to set in because, and I feel like the past few top 8s that I've had to cast, and I think we cast, like Lost Tech City, I will admit was not a particularly exciting top 8 from a commentary standpoint because literally every set that came up was won by the person that was supposed to win, and usually it was a sweep. And even if the guy does win, or the underdog, they're winning game 1, and you're not screaming about game 1. I think if you only have if you have a very sort of recency bias mindset, that's what you're looking at. But I think back to Summit, where there was a billion game 5s and everything was last hit, and I think things were pretty exciting then.
Oh, okay, hold on now. Hold on, though, because the first time that Lima and Meister played, Lima won.
Mm-hmm.
That was not supposed to happen because that matchup is apparently
You're right.
terrible.
That one was pretty good, but I'm saying in general, not like it wasn't like the whole time. I'm just saying like in general, it was like a pretty clear-cut path.
Yeah, true.
And I think that people see that, and like maybe I'm wrong. That's just my perception or my guess. But the point is that the larger issue is that it feels like people in the community don't want to be surprised by that. They're too cool for it. And I think it's just a pendulum where now it's like, oh my God, where's this excitement? Where's this hype? Where's this style of commentary? But if that was the style of commentary, everybody would be like, oh, why are these guys just screaming on the mic? You have two ends of a spectrum.
I don't mean the commentary though. Like I think I'm talking about crowds. I think American commentary, or at least American Ultimate commentary, is at a good spot. Yes, we're not yelling about everything, but I don't think everything needs to be.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean,
yeah. But I mean like viewers and like people in the crowd and like how people take to Twitter to air out grievances that are like not really grievances when really like a lot of the times you could just say I didn't know the matchup as well as I should. Maybe I should go research it.
Sure.
It just that's where I mean I understand that like there's been a lot of commentary conversation lately because the French commentators are like always yelling and then those COD guys did that Melee like that. It was a 45-second clip, by the way, and y'all ran that to the ground. But
by the way, that clip wasn't even like. Listen, this isn't. This is no shade because those guys are phenomenal casters. That wasn't good casting. That's day one Let's Play stuff. Like I don't. He's a mouse. How is he doing this? Oh my God! He just boom back. Oh wow! Go good. It's like that's not.
Listen, bro. That was but he is but a mouse was. That was.
I mean, it's a good line, but like. I feel like it's very easy to do, and there's nothing. And again, this is no shot to the guys. They said it in a very compelling, funny way, but it's like I feel like you could put Smashcasters in a COD game, and it would feel like I don't know. You're surprised by Pikachu jab because you've never seen it before. You show me some stuff in COD. I think there's like a perk in COD that when you die, you drop 3 grenades on the ground or something, and then the other guy. I would pop the hell off on that, like. Mm-hmm. I think it's like I don't think it's that crazy, and for it to turn into a point of negativity is so weird. Why do Smashers have to do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, but so from this point, this is like from my own personal perspective right now. We're all over the place right now. This is what you get. Like, you know what? You guys are welcome. 2 commentators talking about commentary. Yeah. Anyway, when I'm doing now that like the time has passed, where hating on me for doing Melee is over. Now everyone loves me. I think it's because most of the Melee casters don't really sound as interested in the game anymore, like because they've seen it all basically. And I think that goes right back into the like, yeah, you don't want to be surprised by anything. And that goes for casters, that goes for viewers, that goes for, like spectators and all that. They want to act like they knew that was happening or it was coming and whatnot. I, on the other hand, am just excited to see some good gameplay. Like, and I don't watch as much Melee, so obviously I'm not as like, I don't get to see these same interactions all the time or every day, whatever. So I think that's also a difference is just like, how long you've been doing it. I think it's a little harder for Melee people to just still get hyped because their game is 21 years old.
Sure.
We continue to get a new game every like 5-6 years. And even if the games are similar, they're still new. And we still get like newer characters and, older characters getting revamped a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I agree about the crowd thing, but I don't know how to fix that. Like crowds being more excited. Like I don't. That's just NA crowds. They're just not big.
I mean, it's at that point in time. I think you just have to chalk it up to a culture thing, and like that's what we have been. Like esports was not cool before. Esports is cool now, but people are like, I'm too cool to like esports, or I don't know. Like it's just there's something in there. Cool might not be the word, but there's definitely some level of aloofness that I feel like inside these people are probably like, this is really sick. I can't believe I'm doing this, but on the outside they're like, I'm ice cold. Nah, that wasn't that cool. So.
I don't know what it is. I think it's also it might be the saturation of events too. Like if you look at it, this is France's opportunity to show themselves on the world stage. It's this big, huge invitational happening in their home country. They don't have to go the whole world away. This is like a new thing to them. For us, like how many years have we been in that Genesis venue? Yeah, it rules, right? And we love it, but like we kind of expect it now, and I think more and more with these events, even as production level rises, it's hard to feel special. We kind of expect it at this point. So that's just one idea, though. Who knows? Could be any number of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the oversaturation definitely does not help a lot. I'm
sick of all these events.
I have been gone every week for like 4 weekends in a row. Hold on, let me just go to my calendar real quick because I don't really get weeks off anymore. Now that like, and this I think this is also one of the driving forces of me being like, I want to do other games because I can now stay at home and do them online. Like Rocket League is done online, Apex is done online, like Rushdown Revolt probably done online. So. But yeah, so from PAX West I had one break, and then it was Ult Summit, Brawlhalla, Lost Tech City, Twitch Big House, or TwitchCon, French Invitational, Ludwig Invitational, Let's Make Move Miami, BCX, Port Priority, DreamHack. That's all right there, right? And then it's a break for Thanksgiving, surprisingly, and then main stage and the 2 finals, and then a break for Christmas, and then probably right after Christmas we're back in. I don't know. Probably I thought Let's Make Moves was the first thing of the year, right? Or are they scrapping that now because they're doing Miami? I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot. We get a lot of stuff going on because before it was like one event every like 2 months that everyone went to, and then it was like 2 events, or one event a month, and then it was 2 events a month, and now there's a major every week, and there's definitely such thing as burnout, and I think that's starting to affect a lot of people. I still genuinely love talking about this game. I actually like it when we get different top 8s because some players didn't show up, so that's pretty cool. But then they start calling it a Mickey Mouse tournament.
Yeah.
Again, bro, you can't have any success here till they wins a major. It's not a major; it's a national, or it's just a glorified regional. Mickey Mouse
it's a super regional. That was the new one.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a mess. Too many events at once. We're both going to be at the Ludwig thing though, so that'll be a good time. And that does feel a little special. The Ludwig thing. I think it's the event format. That sounds really fun. And just the level.
I've done no research, so.
Oh, it's Swiss format. It's a long story, but basically you have to win 3 matches to get out. And if you lose if you win 3 matches, you're in final bracket. If you lose 3 matches, you're out of the tournament. It's in the way that it works is like it adds a lot of stakes and drama to every match. I have no idea how it's going to function, like logistics or admin wise, like how they're going to set up matches, but whatever. That's not our problem. It's going to be fun. So yeah, Swiss is happening. That's gonna be exciting. Check it out. I think it's on Ludwig's channel. I think Melee is on Ludwig's channel, and they haven't said officially what the YouTube channel is gonna be for the other one. But so yeah, that's Ludwig's happening soon. Also, people draft their round ones. I forgot about that. So you get to pick the player that you fight if you go 3-0, which is kind of messed up. I can't wait to see that. You're being like, you're free.
I want to fight this free ass guy. Like,
I mean, if Leo wins, he's picking Meister, right? Because he's like 80-0 with Meister. That's messed up. But
nah, I don't think he would do that. I feel like because if Leo wins, you know, the Mexican pride, all that good stuff, they're gonna want their boys to go. Like
he could beat anybody.
Meister in grand finals. He just beat him in grand finals. Like if anything, so
that's true.
I think he'll pick whatever his next victim is, and just you know.
Yeah. So let's talk. Let's switch gears. We're talking about TwitchCon now. You had a chance to go. I did not go. What was it like?
TwitchCon sucked, but like
damn,
the outside of TwitchCon was great. So yeah, from whatever time the show hall opened to 6, that was not fun time. But then after that, that's when all the fun was. So yeah, there was a lot of parties that I went to. I got to sing karaoke like four nights in a row. Obviously, you know, I me and EE almost played into the pit. We almost did the pit, right? Because I was standing there. I was Pancake Pal. Big shout out to Pancake Pal. She was like the floor announcer, and I went to go like, you know, I was like, hey, I just want to say hey real quick. Gave her a hug. She's like, you guys should jump in. You guys should jump in. I was like, the line's a little long. You know, I got stuff to do. So glad I didn't jump in because I'm probably would if I beat EE or like my plan was basically okay. It wasn't even to like really beat him. It was to like I was gonna throw my stick up and just spear him. Right.
Yeah. Okay. That actually would have killed you both.
That would have killed both of us.
Yeah. You both would have died. I'm glad you didn't do that, so you're still around. You'd be missing Ludwig's Invitational and perhaps the rest of the year.
Yeah, that would have because that's my cranium hitting the ground like right there. So
God damn.
Yeah. So that was not it. Obviously y'all saw that, you know, the one I can't remember her name right now.
Adriana Chechik. I don't know how to say her name, but
Chechik, something like that. Yeah, she broke her tailbone and her spine and all that, and she had to get surgery. And there's like videos of her trying to walk right now, and it is just so excruciatingly painful to watch. Not even like the fall, because like when you look at the fall the first time, you're like, oh yeah, bounce. You know, it's like it makes sense that you bounced off of this because like that's how a actual foam pit will work. Like you bounce up a little bit, but then you realize that she bounced off the concrete, and you're like, holy. Like that's now that makes that look a lot worse.
God damn.
I think they moved her. You're not supposed to move someone with a back injury.
Oh my God. Had to get her the hell out of the pit so more people could play.
Yeah.
Get out of there. You had your turn.
Yeah, like you had enough fun. Let's go. Anyway. So yeah, that sucked. They're still throwing they're still throwing things around like who's taking the blame, right? Like, is it Twitch? Is it Lenovo? Whatever. I think collectively both y'all should take blame because Lenovo is the one who obviously came up with the idea or whatever, but Twitch is the one who like did not have a safety precaution or measures or anybody to like be like, hey, this is not how you build a foam pit.
Yeah.
There was another foam pit like next door to that, and it was like, I think it was like the Burger King foam pit or something, and you had to fight with like the French toast sticks. But
that's
it was
cute.
like
okay.
But it was like the platform was not raised like that. It was like the foam pit was like the same level as the platform. And basically, you just like you get knocked every time you got knocked off, you lost a point until it was like 6. So there was no like you didn't like fall back or anything like that. You like fell to the side. And normally when you fell off, you would still be on your feet. So I was like, this one's like a little safer, but I don't know how deep it was. So I can't really tell you like if it was actually safer or just happened to be because it wasn't as deep. Yeah. I met a couple cool my friends. I think the biggest part of like TwitchCon for me was just going to see my friends, and that was good. Got to do a lot of hanging out, whatnot. There was this place that we went to called Coin Op. They had like alcoholic Capri Suns. That was cool. And then yeah, the Meg Thee Stallion performing was pretty sick. She only performed for like 45 minutes though, and you know, now I'm sure everyone's LOL Twitch, like y'all couldn't even hire her for an hour, blah blah blah, right? That was that was a hot 45 minutes of my life. I put on some eyeliner. It was great. Um, we was out there, being hot girls and. Kim Petras is someone I definitely haven't heard too much about, but like I do like her music. Um, and I did not know a lot of her songs, but the 3 or 4 songs I did know, I was like, this is good. I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna go back and listen to her music eventually. It's pop music, but every now and then I get into a little pop mood. Listen to a little Katy Perry. You know what I'm saying? But
Sure, sure.
yeah. But outside of that, yeah, it was whatever. I think we went to a lot of cool bars because it was the lamp district, but that had nothing to do with Twitch. We literally just found bars to go to. Um, I think also that I am like more of a jaded streamer and I don't want to do all that networking and stuff anymore. Void went and watched several panels and probably networked a bunch. And he said he had a
Damn.
great time. So,
Let's
like
go, Void.
yeah, I mean, big shout out to Void for doing such. But like, yeah, he said he had a great time. Good stuff for him. I just don't think I have that. Like, I feel like I've talked to every company I want to talk to,
Sure.
and currently I don't really feel like I have the metrics to like pitch myself either. So like, that's just not going to help either. So yeah, I don't know. TwitchCon outside the con was much better than inside the con. Um, and that's my review. I give it a solid 6 out of 10, but
Okay.
basically because of after parties.
Damn. Okay. Maybe so I was on the outside looking in. TwitchCon has always felt kind of weird to me. Mostly just because it feels like I don't know. The idea that you just walk around and fans go to I guess it's like meet and greet. I don't know. There's something weird to me about TwitchCon because it is just normal people streaming. I guess as it gets bigger, these normal people become more and more like actual like deities or personalities or characters. So there is value in actually meeting them. The networking stuff, I feel like all the top streamers do that anyway, and I don't know how much a mid-level streamer is going to gain from networking. Does that make sense?
But
Like,
I don't think they network. I think the networks come to them. You know what I mean?
yeah, but why would you go to a Twitch conference? Like, if you're a vendor, if I'm a vendor and I'm looking to deal with a top streamer, I don't wait for TwitchCon, and it's not like I don't know who they are. Um,
mm.
do I want to get a mid-level guy? Maybe, but how do you like? You can't walk around TwitchCon saying like, "Hey, I'm a 3K viewer streamer. Everybody, I'm 4K viewers. I'm a mid-level Twitch streamer." Like, you can't. That's not something you can advertise, or maybe it is. I don't know. TwitchCon feels very strange to me because it feels like this weird intersection of like personal and professional, like. And there's also not much I think you could learn at TwitchCon that would teach you how to be a better streamer in the large scale. Like, most people who got big on Twitch, they did the right thing, but it was the right thing at that time. And it's hard to replicate that success because a lot of it is like you got lucky being in the right place at the right time. Obviously, there are some things that are evergreen. But because they're evergreen, you can just look at them on YouTube and be like, oh, how do I be a good content creator? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, what? I don't know. I don't see anybody blowing up from that. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It feels like I've been to a lot of conventions for more professional settings like SEO and more like online marketing, web marketing stuff with like tangible skills. When it comes to streaming, yeah, there are skills, but they only take you so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot from streaming though. Like,
Okay.
unless you mean like, yeah, I mean like genuinely, like I've ran my own show, I've made my own graphics, I've actually made videos at times and stuff like that. Like, I've come up with good content ideas and things, and I think that like that probably transfers into like being able to work with other streamers if you have any type of business mindset, which is why I'm like, when I look for a job, I want to look for one that's like a partnership manager so I can help people get to where they need to go, because like that probably would have helped me a long time ago. But also just because like I think like when you're on that side, it's like basically like when you see like a top athlete become a commentator, right? They have a different perspective because they've been on the court and now they have an idea of what like someone on the court is trying to do. Which is the same philosophy I take within why I play games instead of just like trying to learn all the intricacies and then like not trying it myself. But yeah, I guess in the grand scheme of things, though, probably you're probably right. I don't think that like streaming, unless you're going into another industry job, helps you in the grand scheme of things for a lot of other stuff. At least not that I can think of right now.
I mean, if
But
we're
yeah, I
talking
mean,
like, if we're talking like tactile skill sets, obviously those are valuable, but
mhm.
I don't know, like, you can't give general. Everybody's path is different in streaming, and what works for one person is not going to work for other people. Like, you can give them fish, right? You give them a collab or you give them a good idea, but that video or that stream is going to pop off, and then they're not going to do anything after. You have to teach them how to fish, and it's like you can't learn that in a weekend at Twitch, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but I think
I think it's giving people hope too, though. Like sometimes just a
yeah,
little bit of
sure,
like slight encouragement. I mean, like
that's true,
people ask us how to get into commentary all the time, and like even though we're a
that's true.
little more like, hey, bro, commentary is kind of solved right now. I still will at least give you like
Solved.
some inkling. It's solved.
Yeah,
Especially for Smash, it's pretty solved. But um, I think I'll still give them some inkling of like my biggest thing to tell people now is like, look, man, if you want to be analytical commentator, then do that. But like, you need to find a way to make it interesting because no one wants to listen to a encyclopedia talk.
sure,
It's like Hazmat is like the prime example of like someone who is definitely analytical, but like presents it in a fun way. So, or at least has a good voice for it. And I think that like that's what I'm telling people now. But before this, I was just kind of like, hey, bro, until one of us get up from the seat, it's gonna be hard to get that seat, man.
sure.
So, but
Yeah.
that's like it's different in Twitch because I mean there isn't a amount of seats at the top. I think it's just hard to get to the top in general. So
Sure.
it's not like if you get there, you get there. You're not replacing someone more often than not. You just kind of get there. So yeah.
So we've been on this topic for a long time, so
Oops.
I was gonna say we could do this for a lot longer, but we did have a third topic, which I don't really have much to say about. Overwatch 2, I played it. It's all right.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at too.
Yeah.
It's a solid, all right experience. Does it feel better than Overwatch 1? I'm not
No.
completely sure. I think that the double tank meta was definitely ruining Overwatch 1.
Mm.
So having one tank is pretty cool now, but the issue with Overwatch 2 right now is that everyone who probably didn't like Overwatch 1, it's like, I'll try this one. So now you have a bunch of bad players in here again. And they're just as toxic. Like you have your McCree rolling out in the middle of the street, getting shot by everyone and asking why the healer didn't heal him.
Sure.
Well, maybe if you actually used your corners and walls and rolled into safety instead, we'd have a better time. So, but that's what happens with new games. So
Right.
people just, they do things like that. So
I played a bit of it, and I just didn't. I don't know, man. It feels the same to me, and I hate it because I logged on, and when I played, I'm mad casual, so I would play Soldier or Zarya, Soldier, Tracer, and Mei. And Mei is my for fun character. And like I'm mad casual, but it's like I tried out all these new characters and they just weren't fun. Like
Chill out.
Nah, I didn't like them. I tried Ashe, didn't like her. I tried
Ashe is. I'm talking about the three new characters. So Junker Queen, Sojourn, and
Oh, I haven't
and
tried them. Maybe I should
Kirito.
try them.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of them, and I'm like, okay, this isn't fun, and I don't want to play a new game just to play more Mei. And like I also know that people are taking this very seriously, and I'm mega casual in Overwatch. I don't care.
Yeah. I meant to say Cassie before they get me in the comments. It is Cassie now. They took McCree out because reasons. So Cassie
Forgot about that.
rolling out. Yes. Anyway.
Forgot about that part. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's I don't know. I couldn't get really into it. I'm not a big Overwatch guy, and I never have been. I played a couple months after it came out, and that was it.
I think you should play Junker Queen and then come back to me.
You think so?
I think that's a Coney character.
What does she do?
She runs into the fight. She has an axe. She throws. She has a knife that she can throw. Or if you just do the melee attack, it still also does a dot. And she's like impossible to kill at times because of all of that. Like,
I do kind of like that.
She has lifesteal. If you get low, you just hit the yell. The yell gives you a bunch of bonus health. You run up on people and just slash them. That slash does mad damage, and it does damage over time after that. And then her ult, she just jumps in there with her like little spinning thing, and everybody that gets hit takes damage over time, and they can't heal.
So she straight up fights.
Yeah, she's the tank that like if you see top damage, it's like that's understandable. So just she's fun.
That's all I care about, honestly. I
Mhm.
might give her a shot. I don't know. I tried it for like an hour and I was like, I'm just kind of bored. Maybe the
Oh no, I
PvE
feel
thing would
that.
grab me, but I don't know.
I feel
They
that.
should have had that by now.
I'm not really an Overwatch guy, so I can't play Overwatch for like 4 hours. I can't play Overwatch more than like 3 hours to be honest. And then it's like, all right, it's
Yeah.
time to go. So I feel you on that for
There are
sure.
just so many games to play now too. It's so oversaturated that like I can't. I don't know. You really got to have something special. And the first Overwatch game was really special, and this one just feels like the first Overwatch. So I don't know. But yeah, try it if you guys want. It's free. I don't really have a recommendation for it, so I don't know. I was gonna talk about Scorn, but I didn't play it because everybody gave it really bad reviews, and apparently it's not great, which made me kind of
Don't
sad.
you like bad games though?
Not, not. How do I put this? It's not fun bad.
Ah,
Scorn is like, it looks neat, but it's just a long puzzle walking game apparently, and
ew.
that's not fun or funny to me. It just looks boring, but I don't know if that's true. I watched some gameplay, I was like, ugh, but I really like the art style and like the brutal energy of it, but it just, I don't know, it looked kind of crappy. So but try it if you guys want, I guess. I don't know. I did not look. It does not look recommended to me. So whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's y'all gaming. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We'll probably talk about Ludwig's event because we're gonna be there.
Yep.
And then anything else happening. I don't know what else is coming out. So
I don't think. Yeah. Well, this month I just saw like before we get out of here, this month. Or the next few months is actually looking pretty all right for games. Let me make
okay.
sure I can find that tweet again. Hold on.
Puppet
It was
Combo put out a new game. I'm gonna play that at some point. Love that. For
oh
Halloween.
wait. Oh no, it probably hasn't come out yet. I need to find out if when River City Girls 2 hits the Switch.
I thought that was already
'cause
out.
I thought it was out too, but they pushed it back. So
Ah.
only available until October 23rd on limited run. I don't want a physical copy, or do I? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll buy that. All right. So anyway, Keith says, bro, A Plague Tale: Innocence, Gotham Knights, Bayonetta 3, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, God of War Ragnarok, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and Sonic Frontiers, all coming out within a month. So
Sick.
there's a couple games that like in this Sonic Frontiers is speaking to me. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, even though I probably won't stream it, I just like going through the game and then like that's it. Bayonetta. And like, all right, I'm looking at Gotham Knights, but I don't actually think I'm looking at Gotham Knights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can tell you how it is. I'm playing it on Thursday, so I'll let you
Oh,
know if it's good or not. So
all right.
I'll
Well
give
then,
you a
yeah.
heads up. I don't know either, honestly. So
Yeah, definitely a big like. It could be cool, but I'm also not like
I'm not sold.
for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So, all right. Well, yeah, that was it, man. That's all. That's all we really have this time. I'm going to go back to streaming, so definitely come back over to the TKbreezy stream, twitch.tv/TKbreezy. I got some other stuff to talk about, and then we play some Rocket League. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna go back to TK stream, but for now, y'all gaming's over. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.